Hi, everyone. This is Juanita coming to you from Delaware. Excited about my new home, my new office, and celebrating 32 years in this amazing business. And I am so excited. I just want to talk for a minute about, some of the reasons why I just love what I do. And I love to spread the good news of a company that puts God first, family second, career third, allows you to grow and go through personal development as you create wealth. We are empowered and also employed, which is very good, and being encouraged and ignited and passionate about something we can do that will make a difference. And so, just for a minute, I just want to share some of the reasons why I joined 32 years ago. I was a single parent of a teenager, and I knew I needed to make extra money. You know how you don't have that $50 or $40 for the class trip, or it's hard to squeeze that out of a very tight spending plan. Well, I was there and I kept saying if I could do something where I could make an extra $50, $100 a week. And without going out of the home, I stayed at my corporate job all day, in some weeks 70 hours or more. And so I didn't want to leave her by herself in the evening time. So I wanted something I could do from home. I could empower her to help me to do it. And this is when I discovered this business, Mary Kay Cosmetics. And Mary Kay was the founder. She passed away, but before she passed away, she trained me as a director. And I remember thinking, oh my God, I felt so lost, because my life was so scattered. I felt I was allowing distractions to pull me in all different directions. Has anyone felt that way, where you were like a ping pong ball and everybody's emergency was your responsibility to help them put out the fires? And I could never move forward with my goals. I was over 300 pounds in my weight. I was very, very depressed, a sugar addict, food addict, just not happy. And then I realized that, through meeting very strong mentors, that you can have it all. Matter of fact, that was a book that Mary Kay wrote. You could have it all. And basically, it helped me to see that God is so good and He empowers us to be our best so we can go out there and make a difference in the world. And so I found that sitting with a woman, doing a facial on a group of women, when seeing transformation, seeing people put makeup on. I had a husband that called me up after his wife spent like $300 with me, and she met me at the door with a house robe on, and I remember after the facial and makeover, she looked so radiant and beautiful. And so that night I got a call from her husband. I was like, oh boy, did he talk her out of the product? But no, he said to me, you made my wife look so good. I had to take her to the movies. And I said, oh, that's so sweet. I wanted to be able to put romance back into relationships and help women discover their greatness. And we have this thing in our unit. We talk about shopping to the top, not till you drop. We don't believe in retail addictions. And shopping to the top means when I take care of this, I'm going to elevate my self-esteem. I'm going to love myself. I'm going to feel good about who I am. Okay. When I shop to the top, I'm going to be able to, increase my income. If there are statistics that say that a woman can make $6,000 to $7,000 more, if not more, per year, just by having her image, going to work, looking her best, having that glow, a little makeup, great skincare, and shopping. So that meant money was coming in. I was investing in my skincare. I was not just spending money. Shopping to the top also meant that it would enhance my relationships. Matter of fact, as a single woman, I met my husband in a church where there was probably 10 women to one man, and he noticed me. And so we've been happily married for 25 years. So shopping to the top. And another thing that this company does support, the Mary Kay Foundation supports the whole initiative to eradicate domestic violence and to find a cure for cancers that affect women. That was all part of the shopping to the top for me and for many, many hundreds of women that I've facialed and I've recruited over the years. So what about you? Do you ever wake up saying, I wish I could do something from home? I wish that I could involve my kids. Now my daughter is an amazing corporate woman. I'm so proud of her. She just bought her own home and she's doing so well in her job. And so I feel believe that what she learned in this business, as far as being working for me, being my assistant, some days she wanted, some days she didn't want to do it, but I had to work for my parents and they were entrepreneurs too. And I learned so much working for them. It's a little girl, okay? And so I'm here to say it's a family business. Why not try it? The 50% is just, I can spend a year's time, thousands of dollars on skincare, body care, perfume, makeup, all those things, and we get 50% off. And we get training. This is Zoom. We have Zooms throughout the week. I do one-on-one coaching because I'm a certified coach. I know the 7 habits of highly successful women. We talk about being proactive. Begin with the end in mind. First things first, as sign language, meaning that I know how to set up priorities in my life and not feel scattered, that I'm being pulled away with all these urgent things that are happening. And so I'm developing myself and becoming the best me. And then other habits are, think win-win. How can I have win-win relationships with people in business and outside of business? Seek first to understand, then be understood. And it's all about, empathic listening with your ears, your eyes, your heart. Being able to listen with, and really understanding people, and also synergy, how the ducks go in that the geese, in the V formation. The ducks also, because I live on a pond and I see them, they clutter together, but they do have a leader, and how to synergize things. We are better together. We produce more together, so that you don't want to isolate. And this is a community. We really, really embrace each other for success and to help each other reach our goals. And then, the sharpening the sword, making sure that my brain, my thinking, my emotions, my body, my spirit is all intact. And I'm being led by my spirit and led by God. These are the things you will learn if you take a step of faith. When I joined 32 years ago, it was $100 investment. Okay. It was worth every penny. I found my wealth through this business in the box that I got. I found my purpose. I found high self-esteem. I lost 147 pounds. I learned how to set goals. That box represented so much, like a husband, a beautiful home on a lake. All my dreams have come true. Wonderful daughter and son and beautiful grandkids. I love my life. I want you to love your life too. This month, there's choices. All right, there's a $90 investment. So you make a decision, okay, which one you're going to take. And I will see you at the top. Juanita Gaddy, you can reach me at 201-757-1700, or just text me back. Just tell me what you thought of this video. I will see you at the top. Thank you for your time. I believe in you. Your future is bright.